Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope all of you guys are doing well. I am going to take a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Virgo out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and just leave the rest for someone else. Remember that the energies can reverse. So if it's resonating, Virgo, you get in wherever you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Virgo? Virgo. All right, Virgo, you are starting out with the Emperor. You have the Nine of Swords in the reverse, and you have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so Virgo, I love this for you. You're in a very high vibrational energy. You have taken charge of your life, and you have literally just stepped out of so much worry, concerns. There were a lot of problems here, but you basically have escaped them. You've decided to free yourself from all of this, and you're doing it because you took control of your life. So whatever this was causing you a considerable amount of energy. It was a lot of anxiety. So good for you. I like that energy. Let me see who is in your energy. Spirit, show me who is in Virgo's energy. All right, Virgo, the person in your energy has the Lovers in the reverse, Gemini energy. We have the High Priestess, Scorpio, the Three of Swords in the reverse, along with the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. So the person that's in your energy, they feel that they weren't chosen. There's an ending that has occurred here between you and this person. And I do feel like they feel you're a soulmate, but they are keeping those feelings to themselves. I do feel like they're blocking their own healing for some reason. There's a lot of secrets this person does keep. They're trying to be intuitive, but for some reason they're blocking their own healing here. So let me see the energy between Virgo and this person. All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Wands in the reverse. All right, so the energy that I'm seeing, you could work with this person, and if so, you probably are in a supervisory position, you know, with regard to that. But that's not for everybody. What I do see is that, Virgo, you are really focused very much on your money, your finances. Some of you could have started a side hustle or started your own business. And I do feel like you're working very hard at your own stability, your own finances, your own money. This is where we see you taking charge of your life. This person that's in your energy, they're dealing with an ending, feeling impatient, wanting to work things out, but not really coming towards you. It's like they are keeping all of this to themselves. They're in shutdown mode. For some of them, they feel like you may have chosen someone over them. And I do feel like they're trying to come to some kind of an understanding because they feel that their ships never came in. No matter how hard they worked, it never came about. So let me see what's affecting this connection. It's very strange that it's coming up as a connection because you both feel very like disconnected somewhat from each other because of this ending that's happened. And I don't feel like you're even thinking of this person, quite honestly, at least not from what I can see so far. The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, Six of Pentacles is balance. You're balancing out your finances, your money. You're working hard. You're taking control of your life. You're finding balance in your life. You're not even concerned about this person or what's taking place with them. Somehow this seems like it's old energy, but they haven't let go of you. In their energy, they secretly want to work things out. They secretly want to balance this out. Let me see. Show me the outcome. They're not telling you this, though. Now, you could have blocked them, or they may have blocked you at some point. But the thing is that you've kind of moved on with your life. I don't even see you thinking about this person. And yet, they're really holding on to your energy. It's very strange. All right, King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, and Judgment. Yeah. They want to reconcile. They want to balance this out. They want to work things out with you. However, they're not really, they're blocking any kind of healing that would take place. And that's because they're keeping this to themselves. They're being very secretive about this. And you're not even thinking of this person. Some of you guys may talk with this person on occasion, especially if you work with this person. They want a reconciliation here. So I do feel that you've been honest, you've been direct with them, maybe even slightly harsh. Because I feel like you freed yourself from all of this, but they're still holding on to you. Bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This person could be codependent on your energy. They felt a deep sense of loss in this connection. Some of you guys are not single. Some of you could already be involved with someone else. Yeah, this is very strange. I don't, because this feels like old energy that you're not even concerned about. So I don't know who this is, or even if you do for that matter. They're blocking their own healing, though, by wanting to reconnect and balance things out with you when they've clearly seen, and you've been very honest, that this is not where their future is. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Emperor here for Virgo? Why is the Emperor here for Virgo? Yeah, it's more that hard-working energy, King of Pentacles, which is basically like the protege of the Emperor. All right, so we have the King of Pentacles, we have the King of Wands. Yeah, you're working at elevating yourself. You're working hard. I do feel like you're passionate about what you do. You're stable. Your money looks good. Your energy looks good. You're very stable. You have passion in your life. Everything seems to be working out well for you. You're very proactive. You're charismatic. Let me see. You're definitely elevating your life. Why is the Nine of Swords in reverse for Virgo? Page of Pentacles reversed, and the Ten of Coins reversed. Okay, so this could have been a long-term connection. That might be why this person's still holding on to your energy. I do feel like you don't talk to this person. There was an ending here. And at the time, you did feel a deep sense of loss. But I feel like you've kind of progressed through that. You, at some point, felt this loss. There was this ending. You could have had family and friends that disapproved of this ending. But it seems as if it progressed deeper. I can see somebody who went out with different people. You explored other options as well after this ended. But ultimately, I feel that you have found your balance. You've kind of moved through all this loss. And now I do feel like some of you could be dating. You're extremely solid though. And I feel like, you know, you freed yourself from this. This was a deeply anxiety producing, very steep loss. There was a sense of a loss of loyalty in this. Something you thought was going to go long term and it didn't. But you have found your balance. So why is the Eight of Swords reversed? All right, we have the Six of Pentacles reversed. We have the Chariot in reverse. Yeah, you were stuck in this energy for a long time. You were stuck in the energy of loss and imbalance. And now that's reversed. But it's because of work that you put in. And I feel like you've worked on yourself on multiple layers, you know, so that now you have your joy back. You have your financial stability. You know, I feel like you are very high vibrational at this point. You're like moving through all the energy of the kings. So you have all the kings except the King of Cups. So I feel like you're more focused on your stability, your passion for life, the truth of things. You could be currently working through, you know, this King of Swords energy, but I feel like you were trapped in this energy of loss for a very long time. There was a lot of imbalance, there was a lot of loss, there was a lot of anxiety, and now you finally come out of it, and here comes this person. Let's look at their energy. Show me the Lovers in reverse. Show me the Lovers in reverse. Taurus energy, the Hierophant, reversed, and the Six of Wands reversed. Yeah, there was an ending here between you and this person. This was a committed connection. And at the time, this person was saying, you know, that's not really where my future lies. My ships never really came in with Virgo. And they could have even chosen someone over you, or you chose someone over them. But regardless, there was an ending here. And this person is saying it was an unsuccessful relationship. Why is the High Priestess here? Why is the High Priestess here? Ace of Cups, secretly wanting to renew this, to balance it out. Queen of Cups in the reverse. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer sign, but this person secretly wants this new beginning with you. They have all these deep feelings that they are keeping to themselves. They're keeping it secret. So they're suppressing their feelings and their emotions. But why? Let me see the bottom energy. I do feel like they were heartbroken when this connection ended. Show me the bottom energy for the person in Virgo's energy. Okay, Page of Wands reversed, Knight of Wands, and there's the Eight of Coins. Now, you have the Eight of Coins as well, so you may have worked with this person at some point, or perhaps you still do. This person is actually, they've been blocking their own healing here. I will say that they want this new beginning, but it's like they're terrified of coming towards you and telling you how they feel. So I do feel like this person has kept their feelings, their emotions to themselves. They've been blocking their healing by doing so. They want to put in effort, and they're going to tell you that. They're going to come towards you likely at some impulsive point, and they're going to say, hey, you know, I've been thinking about this, and I don't see why we can't work this out. They don't know if you're with someone else. That's the thing. They don't know. So they feel like if you're with someone else, that it's going to be a no-go. It won't be successful. But they're really looking at this. They're eventually going to come towards you. Now, is it happening right now? I don't think so, but we'll double check. I feel like this person's trying to work up their nerve to do so, which I can understand why, because Virgo, you seem like they're not even on your radar. Let me see the energy between Virgo and this person. Show me the energy between Virgo and this person. The Tower. Interesting. The Queen of Wands reversed. And the Three of Swords reversed. Yeah, it's going to be a tower moment. If you haven't had this tower moment with this person, you're going to. But I feel like it's going to be more of a tower moment for them. Because this is somebody this was a fiery connection. There was a lot of passion here. And I do feel like you were in a long-term connected, situation with this person. However, you feel like the two of you are not on the same page. And while you were passionate about them at one point, I feel like you've lost that passion. You're focused on other things at this point. So I don't see you taking any action towards them. I see you still focusing on you, focusing on your stability. In their energy, they're going to try to come forward and heal this connection. This is somebody you did have an ending with. So they're going to come forward. They're going to try to heal this connection after not talking to you for quite some time, by the way. And if they did talk to you, they were keeping their feelings and their emotions secret. So I feel like the fact that you are taking a very different stance on this, and you're going to take charge of it. When they approach you with this, you're going to be like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. And that's going to take them by surprise as well. Let me see the Six of Pentacles. Show me the Six of Pentacles between Virgo and this person. What is affecting this connection? Show me what is affecting this connection. Okay, we have the Nine of Wands reversed. This person, my gosh, and the Ace of Pentacles. So what's affecting the connection is you may have a new beginning. You may have a new beginning elsewhere. And if not, you're focused deeply on your money, which does look like you're very successful as well. You found your balance. You have kind of put this into perspective, and you're not even worried about this person. You're focused on your stability. It's going to be quite a shocker for you that this person is going to be trying to come in to balance this out and to, you know, try to create a new beginning. That's going to be a shocker for you. But I don't see you going for it. I see you turning that offer down. Now, in their energy, this person wants to work out any problems that they had with you in the past. They're tired of keeping their feelings to themselves. They're tired of, you know, standing in the background, not letting you know how they feel. So they're going to try to come in and solve the problem and have this new beginning. It beats all I ever saw, because it's like you just have moved on is what I'm seeing. Let me look at your outcome. Show me the outcome for Virgo. Show me the outcome. Show me the outcome for Virgo. I don't even see new people in your energy, Virgo. What I see more of is that you're just focusing on you right now. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Ah, the Devil. The Magician in reverse. And the Seven of Swords. That is a very difficult combination there. The Devil is toxicity. Magician in reverse is somebody who's manipulative. Seven of Swords, somebody who is not being honest and fair. And this is why you're not moving forward. You're going to tell this person about themselves. I don't know what this person did to you in the past, but you don't have a good opinion of them. The Moon in reverse and the Knight of Swords. Oofa. Okay. So this person's going to work up their nerve after not talking with you for quite some time. They're going to come forward. They're going to try to reconcile with you. They're going to reveal that they do have feelings for themselves. But as they do so, as they come towards you, it's going to be very impulsive. And I do feel like this is what they've been hiding. This is what they've been keeping. And this was a toxic connection. I do feel like there's toxicity present here. Now, when they come forward and they say, I think we can heal this, I think we can work this out, they are being honest about that. They really do feel that. But for some of you, this person has been a bit of a player, at least in the past. I do feel like they may have mended their ways, but you don't think they have. And who knows, you know, I do feel like they are going to come towards you impulsively. I feel like when you kind of tell them a little bit about themselves, they're going to argue with you. There is probably an argument that's going to occur from this because there is toxic energy here. You don't think well of this person. Whoever this is, you just don't think well of them. There is no way you're going to move forward with this person. And I do feel like this is somebody who definitely did not give you an equal give and take. They maybe lied, cheated, stole, I don't know, but it was unbalanced. And I see breadcrumbing. I see things not really moving forward with this person. And you have freed yourself from this. Your energy is way too high to be dealing with all this toxic energy. This person never released you, never let you go. In the past, I can see that they were a little bit of a player. They may have chosen someone else over you. Now they're wanting to come in after this is ended, and they've sat over here sitting on their feelings for a long time because something didn't turn out the way they thought it was going to. likely whatever ended this connection, whatever it was that, you know, it looks like it was some third-party energy, and whatever it was that caused a tower moment between the two of you here. And so they're still in a toxic energy. You're recognizing that. You're calling them out on it. King of Swords, and your energy is much stronger than theirs. You have the King of Swords, they have the Knight of Swords. So they're going to come in and they're going to reveal their feelings. They're going to reveal to you that they want to put this back together, resolve the problems, work things out. And I feel like, and they're hoping you're not with someone else. Yeah, they're going to tell you that as well. They're going to say, I don't know what caused me, you know, to hold back for so long, but let's work this out. And you're going to shut that ass down. And when you do, they're going to be very resentful. It's going to create an argument between the two of you, which you are going to win because your energy is much stronger than theirs. Yeah, I don't see you moving forward with this whatsoever. I feel like it's going to be a shocker to you that this person pops back up in your energy. So just be aware. Be aware of that. For whoever this is for, you know, somebody here is popping back up. And at the time when this ended between you and them, it was a deep loss. But now you've moved on, and I don't see you going back. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Pentacles. In the reverse, this is underlying energy, and it indicates that it is going to cause a little bit of a wobble in your vibration. It's going to cause you to kind of go off of your balance just a little bit. It's not going to be dramatic because you're in the Emperor energy. You've been doing so much work on yourself. There's no way you're going to let this person come in and wreck your life. So just expect it, you know, and know what it is that you got to say when they do. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card and we'll see if there's any more advice, Virgo. This is crazy. This person is a little bit crazy, I think. I don't know. You obviously think they are, so. All right. So you have number 25, and this card is called Alchemy. So let's read that. Give me 1 second. The path you are on is about to go through a very powerful transformation. Nothing is how it seems. You have an opportunity to take a big leap in your level of consciousness. It is extremely important that you focus on letting go of any negativity and beliefs that no longer serve you. You have access to the energy of alchemy, which can transform the most challenging experiences into incredible gifts and miracles. Meditate and take action on your highest goals and dreams. They are on their way to coming true. Let go of your expectations. What is about to appear can surpass anything that you've dreamed of. The most important part is that you're prepared and ready to receive. The energy around you is very potent at this moment, so make sure that you are using this time as productively as possible. Give yourself time for prayer, gratitude, and celebration. Yeah, you're manifesting. You're in this high vibration. You don't have time for any of this stuff. So I feel almost like this is somebody coming in because they're attracted to your light, Virgo. They're attracted to your ability to alchemize things into your favor, and they're coming in to try to attach to that light. But I don't see you having anything to do with it. You're too busy creating. So yeah, it's going to be more of a blip on the radar than anything. All right, I hope this has been helpful for you, Virgo. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype the video if you can. Until I see you guys in your next reading, Virgo, know that you are loved, and namaste.